Good morning, guys. It is travel day. I'm up early. I have to take my shower, make sure I have everything, and yeah, then I got a message from my husband and let him know boarding is 2:30. My flight takes off at 3, so we might need to leave a little earlier. He's leaving work to take me to the airport, so yeah, and it's chilly today, so. Alright, so this is at the Sarasota airport, and the whole time I was filming this section with the dog, the airport was having things on the radio saying that your dog needed to be in its carrier at all times when in the terminal, and we were in the terminal at that time. And I did see this lady walking around with the same dog, never putting it in the carrier. But the only exception is if it's a service dog, and obviously that dog was not wearing a service dog vest, so it was not properly labeled as a service dog. So if it was a service dog, she didn't have the proper labeling for it. Anyway, my point is, this was a richer airport, and it just amazed me how privileged people thought they were. Like, oh my god. Anyway, um I don't know.
The city hasn't broke me yet, full of lonely people just wandering around for their own mistakes. When you feel like your life's about only things, just stay around looking for the meaning. 너무 피곤해. But I remember how I made it through, and I thought it was cruel before. Then I miss him too. Then my heart beats to die again. If all of me can be at peace, and it's hitting me hard this time. If all of me can feel this free, but I'm making sure nothing owns me, no breaks into my soul. I really just need. 힘들 때 나도 도망갈래 어딘가로. 그때는 나 잠시만 떠날게. 처음부터 혼자였던 거야. 설명할 수 없는 공허함에 언제부턴가 슬픈 기억만 찾고 해저녁에 비워진 사이 술잔들. 항상 기억해 how I made it through. I thought it was cruel before. Then I miss him too. Then my heart beats to die again. If all of me can be at peace, and it's hitting me hard this time. If all of me can feel.
Here, I just wanted to show you how close to the front I was. This plane was so empty. It was great.
I really just need. 힘들 때 나도 도망갈래 어딘가로. 그때는 나 잠시만 떠날게. 지금까지 만나지 못한 그런 사랑이 또 나에게 힘들게 다가온 그대를 아직 너 멀리서 바라봐. It's the same love, it's the real love I need, and it's hitting me hard. It's the same love, Is it real love I need? But I'm making sure nothing owns me or breaks into my soul. I really just need 힘들 때 나도 도망갈래 어딘가로 그때는 나 잠시만 떠날게.
All right, so usually I only take early morning flights. So I was a little disappointed how dirty the windows were. So they must only clean the planes like after the last flight or something, because every window I sat at had like smudges and dirt and all of this other crap. So I guess I just prefer early morning flights now just for the cleanliness of the windows, because I like to look out the windows while we're flying, and the dirty windows just make it very unpleasant. I know that sounds snooty and stuff like that, but I had to take the cheapest flights I could find, and unfortunately, that was the nighttime flights with a layover in St. Louis. So this is me leaving St. Louis, going to Tulsa. I had a 3 hour layover in St. Louis on the flight there. On the flight back, it was much better because I only had, oh, that's Tulsa, by the way. Well, some of it. On the way back, I only had like probably, well, it ended up being closer to an hour because um, our flight home from St. Louis to Florida, um, we ended up having to board people that were on a different flight because their flight broke down. And what really irritated everyone on our flight was that the people from the other flight got to board first. And so it kind of really irritated me, especially because I paid for early check in so I would have a good number getting on the flight. And so them loading, there had to have been about 50, 60 passengers, loading them first. So it made it to where I was like the 100th and something person on the plane rather than the first within the first 60, because the way it works with Southwest is they do groups, so A group, B group, C group, and there's 60 people in each group. So I was always in A group every flight, but on this particular flight I might as well have been in B group because they boarded the Nebraska people first. Anyway, it didn't only irritate me, it irritated everyone standing in line with me, because for one, they told us to line up, and then we stood there for probably another half hour before they even started boarding us, because they boarded the Nebraska people for the people from Nebraska first. So there was a flight from Nebraska that had a layover in St. Louis. Their flight ended up, something happened with their flight and they had to take a different flight. So we were already delayed because these people had to get proper boarding passes to get on our flight, and then they ended up letting them board first. Anyway, it was irritating and it wasn't very fair in my opinion. They should have boarded them last because, it is not our faults, and I know this sounds selfish of me, but it's not our fault their plane was delayed or broken or whatever, and it's really not fair to those of us that paid for basically even the pre-boarding people had to wait for the Nebraska people to board, and that's just not fair at all, because now these people had priority over us. So I don't know if they do that as kind of a accommodation for having to change their flight or whatever. I don't know. It was just a little irritating. And again, it didn't upset just me, it upset a lot of people on my flight. So anyway, I still was able to get a window seat, but it was further back than I wanted. Anyway, this is the diner we ended up going to the next morning. It was Black Bear Diner, I believe. And then we finally was able to stay at Crystal's house. Let me first say this. No shame to Crystal. It's not her fault, but the house that she was moving out of, I could not stay at. We had to stay at a hotel. Well, I had to stay at a hotel. Crystal stayed with me because it was no extra charge to have a second person. But I had to stay at a hotel the first night because that house that she moved out of had so much mold in it. Like I don't know how she wasn't infected by it as much as I'm highly allergic to black mold, by the way. So anyway, we had to stay at a hotel the first night, and then the second night I was able to go get my air mattress. And because I got in so late, Walmart wasn't open anymore. So the second night we were able to stay at the new property. I had my air mattress, and then we went and we got her. We were able to get her bed. Um, just let me say this. I'm gonna say as nice as I can. Um, this move did not go as it was supposed to. We were supposed to have help from her landlord was going to have maintenance people help us. No one ever came to help us. So you have two disabled women. I had to rent a U-Haul, and we had to move the washer, dryer. We ended up leaving the sofa and her dresser because there's no way we could move them. And so you had us. I wasn't leaving the washer and dryer behind. They were too expensive, and I would have hired a TaskRabbit if I absolutely had to. But I was able to rent a U-Haul and get all the bigger stuff that we could move moved, um, including her bed and well, not the mattress. Did we end up taking the mattress over? I don't remember. I know we got our mattress over. I can't remember if we put it on the car or what. I don't remember. But either way, we're going through all the movies she has. We donated so much stuff, including a lot of VHS tapes, a lot of DVDs. And yeah, it just, it was, it was a huge task. And I'm going to be honest with you. Her landlord's tearing the house down that she moved out of. That's why she had to move. But I kind of wish, like, she told me it was getting bad, but she never really told me how bad it was getting. And I kind of wish she would have told me, because I would have figured out a way to help her move way sooner than she had to move. But anyway, yeah, it was I had to wear gloves, masks. It was very bad in that house. And I'm so glad she's out of it. This is another restaurant we went to, Albert G's, I believe. It's downtown Oklahoma or Tulsa. All right, I have not picked up this camera in forever, but we are at Crystal's new place, and right now we're sorting clothes. I'm putting her to work. But yeah, I had originally planned on filming us packing up her stuff, loading the stuff in the vans and whatnot, unpacking, unloading, everything. I planned on showing a lot more than I actually did, and I never finished. I didn't get the final house tour, and I'm kind of mad at myself for that. But like, this was an exhausting week, like, very exhausting week. We did so much. And when I tell you, like, I was on minimal spoons this whole entire trip. I'm not lying to you, because um like, for example, I the, everything I did, I was sitting down for the most part. I wish I would have filmed putting the curtains up. That oh my god. The the ghetto rigging I did, instead of just going back to Walmart for the thousandth time to get a curtain rod that would actually work. For one, I didn't want to spend any more money. And for two, I was so tired of going to Walmart. I have to tell you, I broke Crystal's microwave. It was an accident. Like, she'll even tell you, like, I carried it from the kitchen to the living room the way that I ended up picking it up when it broke, and it never faltered. But the minute I had it outside and picked it up to take it to the car, The thing opened and shattered, and it was just so freaking frustrating. I was so mad. I think I even ended up throwing the microwave at that point. I was so pissed off. But, and I was frustrated. It was like the last day we were in the house that I told her we're just getting everything she wants, everything else we were leaving. I did not care. The landlord was tearing the property down anyway, so I did not care if we left crap behind. So I ended up having to buy her a microwave. So I ordered one for her pickup, and we got it back to the house. This sucker was used, it was dirty, and it didn't even work. So we took it back to Walmart. The lady had the nerve to sit there and be like, well, the serial numbers don't even match. I said, ma'am, I'm not asking for a refund. I literally want a new microwave. We don't do exchanges. Then give me a refund, and I will literally go get a new microwave, and you can watch me check out. I wasn't trying to pull a fast one on them. And it just, the insinuation that I was trying to return a microwave that wasn't the correct microwave really pissed me off even more. So we went back and got a new microwave. I opened the box right there in the store before I even checked out to make sure it was a brand new microwave. It was. It works great. Anyway, it was a very frustrating trip. Not saying we did end up having one day of fun because I told her if we got everything unpacked that we would go do something fun on my last day, and we did. So not saying that it was like the most fun thing in the world, but because we were so tired, I knew there wasn't going to be any super fun outings to do. But yeah, as you see, we're still sorting clothes. Crystal had a crap ton of clothes. I kid you not. This girl was a clothes hoarder. We donated so many clothes. I'm like making 3 different piles. I'm making donate, her keep, and then stuff she didn't want to keep. I was keeping, I guess. Anyway, and I also allowed her to have 2 memory totes. I know you guys are like, what do you mean you allowed her? Guys, if she had her way, she would keep everything. So I told her, if you're not going to wear something, goes in the memory tote and so forth, and So she has 2 memory totes, and I got them up in the closet, which was extremely hard to do, but I was able to do it. Anyway, so we went to McAllister's that night. We wanted something simple, easy. This is the night we ended up going back to freaking Walmart because originally we were going to have pizza. And then the next day we went to Indian food. It was an Indian buffet. It was okay. And then we went to see a movie. We went and we saw, I think it was called Anyone But You or something like that. And I wanted to record this theater. This theater was awesome. The seats were so comfortable. They were big and fluffy. Oh my gosh, I wish all theaters were like this. But anyway, I digress. The next day I flew out. I wanted to take a picture of that because that was the first time I was ever able to put a tray table down. This was a newer plane. I was able to buckle a seatbelt without an extension, and the tray table went down, and I was really happy about that because this plane was so crowded. This was the Omaha plane. Well, the one to Tulsa was also that crowded, but this one right here is the Omaha plane that we had the people boarding from Omaha first. So I was lucky I got a window seat. Oh, wait, no, this isn't it. This is the one to St. Louis. My bad. So the one from St. Louis was the same exact plane. I didn't record on that one. I did record this next clip. It's of the frost you see on the wing when I got back to Florida. But yeah, anyway, that's it, guys. Alright, so I got home 3 days ago, so I just took a shower. Don't ask me why I'm wearing a sweater. It's 80 degrees outside, 79 to be technical. I'm gonna take it off because actually hot. um, so yeah, I don't know what this video was. I originally planned on it being a move Crystal with me vlog, but that didn't really happen for us. So, yeah. But I'm gonna put my clothes away and then we'll be done. I don't know when you're gonna see this because I woke up this morning. Today is February 10th, by the way. I woke up this morning and went to hook up my computer so I could start editing vlogs and get something scheduled for Monday. And my power cord, half of my power cord is missing. So somewhere between boarding the plane for Tulsa and coming home, my power cord, half of it has vanished. And I never took my computer out at Crystal's house. So the only people that would have had access to it besides me would have been security. And aren't they supposed to tell you if they remove something from your bags? Because I was never told anything. But yeah, I'm missing half of my power cord. So I'm very confused. I've looked everywhere. I cannot find it. And so now I have to order another one. And I don't know when it's going to be able to come. So yeah, if you're seeing this, obviously I got it. I got a new power cord. So, but yeah, it's just frustrating, you know? You come home, you have all these plans to get crap done, and something derails you, you know? I took a few days off, so I didn't even took a few days off. I came home and just did nothing for 2 days. Honestly, nothing for 2 days. Well, 3 days now because, well, I'm gonna put my clothes up, but other than that, I haven't done anything. Well, I haven't even done it yet either. So I took a shower, so I guess that's progress, right? I'm telling you, I like traveling, but at the same time, it is extremely. Uh-oh, come here, bud. Hold on. All right, well, that was weird. The across the way neighbor's dog. I'm surprised Stitch didn't. Stitch normally won't go after things unless they're coming after him. So like, I know you were so close to my face. So like the first time Stitch went after that dog, the dog was literally running after Stitch. But that dog's outside without a leash on. And I don't know if that lady knows it. So luckily Stitch listened like a good boy and came to me when I said, come on. Because I cannot stop him if he's going after something like that. I cannot stop him. So anyway, I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. All right, like I said, I've been home this is my 3rd day home, and I'm just now unpacking. I did go ahead and open the suitcases up. This is the cup I had brought. I did go ahead and open the suitcases up because I had to get the tripod out, which I didn't even end up using. Well, actually, I used it to put my phone on to watch YouTube. The very little bit of YouTube I got to watch while I was gone. So, yeah, so we're going to get these clothes put away. I'm going to put the suitcases in the guest room because we are going on another trip in March. We're going up to see my family. As my dad would call it, a celebration, but it's not a well, I don't think he meant it that way, but he asked why we were celebrating the day my mom passed away. And for us, it's not a celebration, it's a remembrance. And like my brother told him, you're the one who started this, so you can't come at us for continuing it. And then he said, why don't you do something like on Mother's Day or something? Well, first of all, my sister-in-law probably doesn't want Mother's Day to be a sad Remembrance Day because, you know, she is still mother and she would like to be celebrated. So, you know, I personally don't think we should do it on any other day than the day we do it because, again, we're not celebrating, we're remembering. And it's just a good time to get together and talk about mom, reminisce about mom, and stuff like that. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and start hanging some of these up, and I'll be back to go through some of the clothes that I've acquired, or in some cases, reacquired. So I'll be right back.
My headspace been weaker, it's been waiting for the right day. Like the right day ever comes, now it's Friday and nothing's changed. Mistakes that everyone is making, but I can't change. I'm stuck in reverse like an old Benz. Forgot to tap it up. Now I long for another day where things fall into place. So if you're down, I'll be down. Pack your bags, fill them up. We can go tonight, take a flight to a higher ground. How does that sound? How does that sound? So strange, why it always feel like it's too late. Waiting another year and it's too late. But that's not true. It's not strange to quit another job cause it was draining. To try a different road though it's been fading in your mind cause of time. Now I long for another day where things fall into place. So if you're down, I'll be down. Pack your bags, fill them up. We can go tonight, take a flight to a higher ground. How does that sound? How does that sound? Let's start over. Let's start over. Let's start Let's start over. Cause you know the world is beautiful.
Alright, I went out to go get more hangers. I have a few more out in the garage, but once I run out of the velvet hangers, that means I have, like, if I bring something else in, I'm not going to buy more hangers. I'm just going to have to get rid of something. So, anyway, let's go through some of the stuff that I acquired / reacquired from Crystal. So this is one of them that I don't remember owning, so I'm going to guess I'm acquiring it. She said she was saving it for me specifically, so I'm guessing she bought it and didn't like it, and because I don't remember it, I'm back when Crystal and I lived together, I was very much a very black, gray clothing type of person. I know not much has changed. I do have color in my life now, but anyway, so she asked me if I wanted this. Of course I said yes. It is a Torrid size 3 So yeah, we're gonna add that to the group. Then there were a couple of these yoga pants that she didn't want. These ones are black with blue, and then there's a pink or gray with pink. So I got those, and yeah. Then there was this tank top. I'm pretty sure that this used to be mine. I don't know. It's all weird now. So I didn't try any of these on. Plus it's ripped. I just noticed it's ripped there. So it might be a good undershirt for one of the shirts I'm going to show you coming up, or I might end up getting rid of it. I don't know yet. This is a shirt my mom had given her, and apparently she said I used to say it was ugly. Maybe my things have changed. I don't know. I kind of like it now. So it's this sort of shirt, and I'm pretty sure I have another shirt, this brand, that I bought from Bell's or TJ Maxx, but I don't know, I kind of like it. But Crystal said I used to say it was ugly. She don't want it anymore. I decided to go ahead and take it. It was never mine to begin with, it was my mom's. So I figured, you know what, I've gotten rid of some of my mom's clothes. In fact, I gave Crystal some more of my mom's clothes. But I figured I like the really long shirts to wear with leggings, and I thought this would be cute. So we got that. And then this is one I'm pretty sure I reacquired because it's Cato's. It's just a green tank top, and I might Cricut something on it, to be honest with you, because I'm kind of in my phase of putting things on shirts. So anyway, this is another one I reacquired, and I honestly don't know I honestly don't know if I'm going to end up keeping it or not. It's very old. God, I bought this in my early, before I met Crystal, I bought this. So definitely before 2008. So, but you have to wear an undershirt under it. It's just a gray sweater, and this is all open. It's a lacy open spot, and it's black. So you definitely have to wear something under it. It's torrid. Maybe I didn't own this before Crystal. I don't remember going to Torrid before I met Crystal. So anyway, I don't know if I'm going to end up keeping it, but when she said she didn't want it, I kind of was like, maybe I should. But now that I'm looking at it, it's kind of a worse for wear on the bottom. But I don't know. I think this grungy look is coming back. I don't know. I'm going to put it in my closet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pack it for March because it's going to be chilly up there. But honestly, if I don't end up wearing it, I'm probably going to just get rid of it. I kept these clothes with the prospect of possibly liking them again, because there were a lot of clothes that she did get rid of. We did a big donation run, and so there were a lot of clothes I could have kept, and I said nah. Anyway, this used to be mine. It's just a black shirt. I used to wear this to the bars during our bar days. But I love black shirts. It's a long sleeve, so it'll be good for March for sure. I might wear it to the Cheesecake Factory with some nice jeans or something. Not Cheesecake Factory, Melting Pot. Anyway, this was a shirt she was getting rid of, and I said, oh, I could just put something on it with my Cricut, because it's just a plain shirt, just a plain gray shirt. And I said, oh, I'll just put something on it with my Cricut, no big deal. And yeah, so I'll probably put some sort of saying on that, and that'll be fine. And then, oh, these are some big joggers. They're like capri joggers. I don't know, they're kind of baggy. I don't even know if they're gonna fit. They still have a pull string, so maybe. They claim that they're a 3X, but they seem awfully big, so we'll see. I do have a big butt, so we'll see. Anyway, just more like lounging joggers. I'm always up for those. This used to be mine, and I honestly don't know why I kept it. I don't know. I probably will end up getting rid of this. This is another one of the same brand that was the one of my mom's. So, I don't know. Like, I like it in theory, but like, the reason I ended up getting rid of it is because my ring always got stuck on it. Not this one, my older ring used to always get stuck on it, or when I had my nails done, it would always get stuck on it. So the material is like a fishnet sort of material, and we'll try it. We'll try it out again. I might fall in love with it. These next two things are things that she had gotten from a previous neighbor that she did not like and did not want, and I was like, I'm gonna try them. So there's this really cute shirt. She said, oh, I can't believe you think that's cute. I think it's adorable. So this shirt, I'm hoping that, not saying I don't have small boobs per se, but I feel like I'm not gonna fill this out, but we'll see. I don't know. Like, I don't have the right, I do have a good bra for this though, so maybe we'll try it. And then the last one that she had gotten from a neighbor is this dress, and I just thought it was so cute, and again, she thought it was ugly, so I'm gonna keep it. But yeah, guys, that, oh, and there's a few other things that I wanted to go through and mention. I did buy some slippers. I think I already threw them over there. I bought some slippers while I was there because we went to Ollie's to look for something. I done forgot what we went over there to look for. But they had slippers for really cheap, so I bought some because I was in need of some new slippers. But a couple other things that I kind of took back were, and I hope they work in the PlayStation, but are the Biggest Loser workout DVDs. These used to be mine, and I gave them to Crystal because I wasn't going to do them, and she said she wanted them. So I have every Biggest Loser DVD, plus I have the 30-Day Shred by Jillian Michaels. So I got those back. I'm hoping I might be able to do some of these workouts. I don't know. And then I was going to throw this away. It's just a big print, find a word. And I was like, oh, I could just sit in my chair and do these. So I kept to that. It just felt like a shame to throw them away. And then she had gotten some wrong items with a Target order, and they told her to keep it. And lucky for Stitch, because they're his favorite Busy Bones for one. And then there's these other ones. I don't know this brand, but it looks kind of like might just be a Target brand, but they're just little bones, kind of like the Olroy ones. Yes, I know Olroy's not the best, but it's okay. They won't. Moderation, guys, moderation. Everything in moderation. So we usually only give them Purina. Olroy is fine. It's, if you don't know, Olroy and Pedigree are basically the same food. In fact, they are the same exact food. I won't tell you how I know that, but if you buy Pedigree, Ol' Roy is exactly the same thing. So just FYI guys, it's a lot of times you think you're buying a better quality item when in fact it's the exact same as the cheaper item. So do some research and save yourself some money. We personally use Purina because Purina has had, I don't want to say for sure that they've never had any recalls, but they've had the least amount of recalls for years, like for years. In fact, since owning Stitch, we haven't had any Purina recalls. And then my husband said our old dog Ty, Purina since he was a puppy, and to his knowledge there's never been any recalls for Purina, and he was feeding Ty Purina food. So there's nothing wrong with Purina is all I'm saying. Is there better options? Absolutely. There's always better options. Homemade is best. And I know not everyone can afford homemade. In fact, I want to do homemade. Why aren't you going down? I personally would like to feed my dog homemade food, but sometimes it's just too expensive. Anyway, I'm gonna get all this crap put up and then I don't know, but I want to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I know it's not much of a travel video. I was hoping to do a lot more than I did. Both planes on the way home were extremely packed, so I didn't do a lot of filming on the plane like I had done on the way there. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below any questions, concerns, any questions really at all. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Bye.